Shana Tova, everyone. Our almost 2-year-old son, Shai, has a favorite activity in our new home. Now, it's a split level, which means a lot of stairs, and we have a kitchen with a kitchen table that's right next to a den, a half level down. And so when Shai is eating, he likes to take food, utensils, toys, really whatever he can get his hands on, and throw it into the den below. And his favorite place to throw it is between a wall and heavy furniture, where there's just a small dark hole to retrieve such objects. So every time he takes something, he throws it, it makes a huge crash. He'll say, uh-oh, and then he'll move along his merry way. Then Becca, my wife, and I will emphatically say no, and please say you're sorry. And Shai doesn't talk much, but he does know how to go like this in order to say sorry. But there are many times where Shai does not want to say sorry for the things that he knows he did wrong. And you know what that tells me as a parent of a young child? That there is something ingrained in us from a very young age that resists admitting guilt. And that message is clear in our tradition as well. Look at the very first humans in Torah. When Adam does the first sin in human history, when he eats the fruit from the tree of knowledge, what does he do? He says, Hayisha asher natati imadi hi natnali. Oh, that woman that you, God, gave to me, she was the one that gave me the fruit. You're interpreting that right. Adam not only doesn't admit to doing something wrong, but he blames not only his companion Eve, but God's self. So part of the story of Adam and Eve is telling us that even the first humans in history had a hard time admitting their wrongdoing. And the same is true for our ancestors, for us as a people. What does God call us countless times in the Torah? But an am kashe oref, a stiff-necked people. Because we like sticking to our own ways, and it's hard for us to admit guilt. So we have the first humans, our Israelite ancestors, and toddlers telling us the same truth. It is hard to say sorry. We get stuck. And we like putting that guilt in deep, dark holes inside of us. But you know what? There are also ways to make it easier for us to apologize as well. First, Judaism has built a culture in which saying sorry is not only normalized, it's encouraged. For one, we have a holiday coming up called Yom Kippur, in which we're dedicated to doing just that, saying sorry to those we've wronged, both God and human beings. But not only that, in Shacharit, our morning service, there is a part called Tachanun, in which we are supposed to apologize for the ways in which we've missed the mark every single day. Now, it's one thing to ritually say sorry, and it's yet another to develop personal ways to do so. Becca and I have found that modeling saying sorry in front of our kids is an incredibly powerful tool to encourage such behavior in them. When we do so, it's saying that we make mistakes too, just like them, and admitting to such is an act of humility and honesty. And most importantly, saying sorry is a way to bring us closer. As it says in our Yom Kippur liturgy, V'salachta la'avonenu u'lchatatenu u'nchaltanu. Forgive us, God, for our wrongdoings and our transgressions, so that you may claim us as your own. In other words, when we apologize, God can forgive us so that we can then rekindle our relationship. And we know this firsthand from personal experience, that apologizing and forgiving can break down barriers. Case in point, if and when Shai does say sorry for the things he does wrong, it always results in us giving him huge smiles and big hugs. I'm telling you, you can learn everything from toddlers. And with that, on this Yom Kippur and for this year, may we resolve to take our guilt out of the deep, dark holes that we keep them in inside of us and commit to saying sorry for those who we've wronged. It's the right thing to do. It brings us closer, and it's what we want our kids to do as well. Gemar Chatima Tova, may we all be written in the book of life.